Another way we block money. This might seem like it's not directly connected, but it really is. We have a very difficult time making decisions. That also blocks money. All energies are waiting for you like this to make the decision so they can come to you. But we are so afraid of failure, we don't make quick decisions. In this new energy we're going into, which is starting at the end of December, if we cannot make quick decisions, we will be out of the money. So make quick decisions without being afraid of a mistake. If it turned out to be a mistake, change the decision. On everything, not just on money. I've said this phrase in other seminars, but I have to remind it in every seminar. Decision making is what separates the gods from the mortals. Excuse me, quick decision making is what separates the gods from the mortals. We are going into an energy now where we're going to be gods again. We have to stop playing this game of mere mortal. I'm just a mortal. I'm going to die one day. In this new energy we're going into, only the stupid will die. Because we're going into an energy of immortality. Immortality does not mean you live forever. Immortality means you live for as long as you want to live. This is the energy we're going into now, whether we like it or not. Many of us are suffering these past few months. Keep one thing in mind. If you're suffering, you're going to make it. The reason you're suffering is because your soul is saying, look, we're going somewhere else and we need to release the old way of thinking. Not everybody's going to make it to the next energy that we're going into, the next dimension. So all these emotional up and downs that you're feeling are very good. It means you're changing. Or it means the soul part of you wants to get you over there. And is bringing these problems so you can release the old way of thinking. It's not a bad way of thinking. Simply an old way of thinking, and it doesn't go in the next energy, in the next dimension. Some people who love to be victims, they think they're suffering so they can become better. There's nothing wrong with you right now. You don't need to become better. Better is for the idiots. Start liking yourself just the way you are. There's no one else like you, not only on earth, in the entire universe. No one else can express God the way you express God. So stop trying to become better. Simply know that if you're suffering right now, if your emotional body is going as if it's on a ship, it's because your higher self wants to prepare you for the next energy that's coming. Because we'd never ask questions when everything is okay, a lot of us are having money problems now. If we're having money problems at the moment, make sure it's definite that you're going somewhere else. And the reason you have these money problems is so you can ask some different questions that you were not asking before. And feel lucky that your problems are money problems and not health problems. We have a lot of sick people lately because their souls want them to ask different questions. So if you're sick, you're not that lucky, but ask the questions. Who am I? Why am I here? Where am I from? Don't expect answers, just ask and leave it. All this will lighten up your energy and you will much easier go into the energy of money. We know that every energy vibrates. Money vibrates really fast. It's a very light energy. If you complain, your energy vibrates slowly and then money cannot find you. Money doesn't go to victims. So we'll need to stop playing the victim role. No one is born a victim. It's a role we like to play. I'll say this in many seminars, I'll say it again today. The easiest way to stop playing the victim, realize, and I mean really realize, that nobody loves you. Nobody has ever loved you. And nobody will ever love you. So now you have two choices. You go to this bridge over here and jump in the river, or you start loving yourself. Either one is okay. The universe never judges. That's how you stop playing the victim. That's how I stopped playing the victim. I was playing the victim for 40 years. I was very good at it. And then when I realized that nobody loves me, I started loving myself. And then I noticed, oh, I'm not playing the victim anymore. It was a game. It was a role. This is the only reason we play the victim, in the hope that someone will love us. It's not going to happen. So stop it. And let's take the world to a new dimension. What's happening on Earth right now has never happened before in the history of the universe. We are going to bring heaven to Earth. And for that we need money. Heaven is not cheap. So let's get into the flow of money. It is extremely easy. And stop saying phrases like, I don't want too much money, just enough to live comfortably. Because then you'll always have just enough. You'll never have anything extra. Because that's all we think all the time. Just enough, just enough. That's what the universe keeps hearing and says, okay, here you go. There's a very good book, I'm sure a lot of you have read it, by Louise Hay. You Can Heal Your Life. Somewhere in that book she explains that the energy of money is like the ocean. No matter how big with a pipe you take to the ocean to suck it out, it will never finish. So go there with a pipe, don't go there with a little straw. Or even worse, with a teaspoon. Okay. There's no shortage of money, stop believing it. Because this belief blocks money. And we don't have little money because someone else has a lot. That's literally like saying, I don't have enough oxygen because the yogis breathe deeply. Hey. There is no shortage of money. It's just the way we think. They're showing me a line from a seminar, so I'm going to repeat it. A few years ago, I gave an angel seminar. Everything was about angels, and the angels were channeling information. And the angels were explaining how you can have everything you want. Just tell us, ask us, and we'll bring it to you. And then, towards the end of the seminar, somebody asked the question, with all the real problems in the world, why should the angels bring me a nice car? And I'm thinking, oh shit, now what do I say? So I closed my eyes and I channeled the angels. And they replied, because you asked for it. That's why with all the problems in the world we can still have what we want, as long as we ask. But we never ask, we just complain. We always focus on what we don't have. And because on whatever we focus on grows, we have more of lack, meaning not enough. And we also make another mistake. We make so many mistakes, but anyway. I need a car because my job is far away. So this means your job will always be far away, so you can have a car. We're not comfortable with asking just because we like it. We think to like is bad. We need to become comfortable with our likes and our wants. We live in a free will universe. We can like whatever we like. We need to be comfortable with what we like. So just ask the angels, this is what I want. Or the universe. It doesn't have to be the angels. Some of us call it God, call it God. Others say the universe. Others say my soul. Whatever you want to call it, ask. The second law in the universe is ask and you shall receive. And if that doesn't work, try this. There was a little 10-year-old boy that wanted a 5-speed bike. He kneels down on his bed, on the floor, on his hands on his bed, and says, Mother Mary, I want a 5-speed bike. Thank you. He waits a week, no bike. He gets on his knees again. Mother Mary, I've been a very good boy, but I'll be an even better boy if I get a 5-speed bike. Waits another week, no bike. He goes down to the living room. His mother had a little statue of Mother Mary above the fireplace. He takes it up to the bedroom, puts it in an empty pillowcase, rolls it up, puts it in a shoebox, closes the box and puts it under his bed. He gets on his knees again. Jesus? I want a 5-speed bike. And if you ever want to see your mother again, okay. So you can try that. Okay.